The Garfield movie was released in 2024. This is directed by Mark Dindal, written by Paul A. Kaplan, Mark Torgove, and David Reynolds. And we have a voice cast including Chris Pratt, Samuel L. Jackson, Hannah Waddingham. Great voice cast, beautiful animation. I didn't care for the narrative, but I think it's purely a personal preference thing. The narrative is otherwise well written, the story makes sense, and there are some sweet moments as well. I did want to see this when it first came out, but I was waiting for it to go onto a streaming site. I watched it on Now TV, and I think it's been on there for a while, but I've only just resubscribed to it, and I'm pleased to say it was a decent experience. Odie and Garfield are kidnapped at the start of the film, and this is because some characters want revenge for something that Garfield's father did. That sentence kind of got a bit away from me. And this is what it's about. They have to try and take part in this heist, and I guess there's a lot of action to it. In general, it seems like a well-written narrative, but for me, heist stories don't really bother me that much. But it is very cute. There are some lovely moments when Garfield is thinking about his father, and the animation is beautiful. The characters are very well written. It is absolutely adorable. So even though the narrative itself didn't interest me too much, let's say hypothetically it was this story but with human characters and it was a live action film, I probably wouldn't care very much. Well, I might do, but I'm expecting I wouldn't. And the fact that we have great characters, adorable animation, for me there were plenty of other elements in this that I ended up still thoroughly enjoying it, and that means that I thought it was a really, really great experience. And if you're a Garfield fan, I think you'll find it to be really enjoyable. At least I think so. I'm a Garfield fan, but I'm not a die-hard Garfield fan. There are Garfield films, cartoons that I haven't seen. Maybe if I was a huge, huge Garfield fan, I might think differently, but I hope you enjoy it if you do like Garfield. If you're new to Garfield, I guess you could watch this first. I suppose it's not a bad place to start. This won't make sense because I'm going to say it's probably not the first one that I'd recommend. But that being said, I don't know which ones I would recommend first. I guess if you want to start with this one, I think that's not a bad place to start. Beautiful animation, great characters, a little funny, not necessarily laugh out loud hysterical, but amusing enough. And the story works well, just purely in terms of personal preference. The narrative isn't usually my kind of story. But that aside, I enjoyed the experience. I thought the Garfield movie was good fun, well written, a little funny, gorgeously animated, great voice acting, very well written characters, and it ended up being a really enjoyable experience. I'm happy to recommend the Garfield movie. I'd love to know what you think of it if you watch it, particularly if you are a big, big Garfield fan. Did it meet your expectations? Do you think it worked very well? And either way, what's the top Garfield film that you would recommend? For me, I thought this was a good experience. I doubt I'd ever watch this film again. I might do one day, not in a rush to, but certainly as a one-time watch, I thought the Garfield movie was a decent experience, and I'm happy to recommend it.